A fuel storage tank at Norilsk Energy's thermal power plant number 2 failed, flooding two rivers, a lake, and potentially the Arctic Ocean with oil. The cause of the oil spill is threefold. The permafrost on which the tanks reside is melting. Investigators believe supporting infrastructure gave way due to the melting permafrost underneath. There is a paper that was published in 2015 that used a geostatistical analysis, and this revealed that the city of Norilsk is a hotspot of permafrost degradation. Number two, the tanks might have been able to withstand the weakened supports if the tanks were cleaned to prevent any corrosive side effects. Number three, Nornickel has been accused of negligence before. Russia's regulatory body for natural resources required the company in 2014 to clean the outer surface of the walls and roof of the tanks and restore the anti-corrosion coating by 2015. These steps were not taken. Several different analyses strongly suggest that a temperature increase is resulting from the increasing atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases, thus lending credence to the concerns about much larger changes in climate being predicted for the coming decades. This can be seen in the graph to the right. Rising surface temperatures are impacting Greenland's ice sheets and melting permafrost in Alaska and Russia. So the fossil fuels are indirectly causing the very ground that an oil company stands to crumble. Now we have a negative loop of environmental impacts. To compare this to Fukushima, reports published in the 90s warned of a 2011 tsunami-like incident. Nornickel was warned of the potential for ulcerative corrosion, and many reports were published about the melting permafrost years before the incident. Fukushima and Nornickel both severely contaminated the environment that will take many years and many millions of dollars to even come close to what it was before the accidents. TEPCO, who ran Fukushima Daiichi, and Nornickel both have deceived the media, government, and the people of the local areas. Often it makes business sense to pollute the environment, and more often than not, it is cheaper for corporations to pollute the environment, keep poor maintenance protocols, deceive regulatory agencies, than to properly dispose of waste and create transparency. So, some final thoughts. Nornickel claims that the fuel tank failed due to the melting of permafrost on which the tank was built. This has been criticized by many agencies, including the World Wildlife Fund and Greenpeace Russia. Greenpeace Russia in 2009 published a report assessing the risks to oil and gas infrastructure of thawing permafrost. Nornickel was promptly made aware of the environmental issues. It seems that the company is either trying to deflect the lack of maintenance to the tanks or just didn't take the steps to update the facility to accommodate the changing soil characteristics.